Bueller signs with another team. Yep, we're talking Beantown. Not good news, but we'll get to that story in just a second. Also, Teo Talks continuing. I think it's like day 55 of the Teo Talks. It just does not seem to go away. We're also going to catch up with Ken Rosenthal with the Dodgers Digest quote of the day. And we bid a fond farewell to one of the original GOATs in base stealing. We're talking about Ricky Henderson passing away. I think it's 65 years old. Sad news there, indeed. Brad J with you right here. Time to get down to business. First off, hit that subscribe button. We're growing large and in charge. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Also turn on those notifications. Let's get down to business. Let's chop it up, shall we? Bueller signs with Beantown. Oh man, that absolutely just puts a big old thorn in my side because I didn't see that one coming, and a lot of people have been calling me out big time on it. Okay, I've been getting called out in a very, very big way on the things I said about Bueller being a Dodger and staying with the Dodgers, and I said it's the Kershaw effect. I've said a lot. Look. Here's the deal. I'll be the first one to admit when I'm wrong. And I was wrong on this one. World Series hero Walker Buehler leaving Dodgers for Red Sox. But here's the deal. I did say, quote unquote, and everybody has reminded me of what I said about I will drink coffee out of a stinky shoe if Walker Buehler is not a Dodger. And I am a man of my word, so I will definitely drink coffee out of a stinky shoe, but I'm at relative's house right now, so I don't think I'm going to do it here. But when I get home in about 3 or 4 days, I am going to live show you that I'm a man of my word and I will drink coffee out of my stinky shoe. I'm looking at all the comments on Mike Nelson's videos, and the comments are like, I can't wait to see Brad J drink coffee out of a shoe. If that's what you look forward to in your life, well, you're going to get it because I'm a man of my word, man. All right. $21.05 million. That's what Boston paid to get him in there. The deal is still pending a physical, but I'm sure he's going to pass that after he was lights out at the end of the World Series. So there's the deal there. 21.5 million, but 2.5 million in bonuses. So that's a very interesting thing to put up. And Russell Dorsey, everyone is chiming in on it. Right-hander Walker Buehler, Boston Red Sox in agreement 1 year. But that's the deal, man. Why couldn't we have worked something out for a 1 year deal with him? Like I thought that Walker, if he was to leave the Dodgers, would be leaving for like a 2 year, 3 year deal or something like that. Not a 1 year freaking deal that he goes with. So that threw me off. All right. But Boston has a pretty solid rotation, and they might not need him as a starter. He might be able to be a guy off the, out of the bullpen. And you look at what he did out of the bullpen for the Dodgers, winning the World Series. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Now, with that being said, think about this though. He's had the two surgeries. He's had the two Tommy John surgeries. So a very big chance that it could happen again. So he could come out there, blow his arm out or something like that, and go into a third Tommy John, which would probably end his career. So you're paying him $21 million, okay, and you're hoping that everything holds out, and then he is fine and he can pitch. But then look at it this way: what if Boston is not in a playoff picture? What if they're not postseason? What if they just have a trouble with the season and they just can't do it? And then before the trading deadline, Bueller's right there. Could the Dodgers actually pick him back up? I mean, it's a 1 year deal. They'd have to pick up the rest of whatever the contract would be on that one. So I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, I'm the guy who's got to drink the coffee out of the shoe. So I'm the one looking at it. All right. So there you go. So Walker Buehler signing with Boston. That one's painful. Now, what does this mean for Clayton Kershaw? Now, I've always said the Kershaw effect, that Buehler will stay close to Kershaw wherever he goes because they're good friends. Does that mean that Buehler will talk Kershaw into coming to Boston? And I know a lot of Dodger fans are saying that Kershaw's time is done and he should be somewhere else anyways, or not be playing. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but the Kershaw effect I thought was a big thing, was a real thing. And so maybe, just maybe, and here's the deal. If Kershaw was to go to Boston too, would I be right? I think I would be right. The Kershaw effect would be something that you would talk about. All right, Teo Talks continuing day 50 something or whatever the time is on that one. And nothing solid as of yet on Teo Talks. And I know, look, you can tell me all you want. Don't say anything until it's updated. You can until you're the producer of the show. That's gonna be my call. Okay, I'm just gonna keep you updated on what's going on with Teo. Okay, so the Dodgers have to have some other plans. Okay, just in case. Even though Ken Rosenthal from MLB, he thinks that it's a done deal. That Teo is gonna be a Dodger no matter what, and I feel the same way. I feel like it's gonna happen, right? Um, at this point, though, if you're the Dodgers, you gotta kind of look at some other possibilities, and you really do. And one of the two of the guys that they're looking at, Seiya Suzuki from the Cubs, he's an outfielder. So yeah, it would be a guy that they could look into getting. A second potential trade target, Chicago White Sox center fielder Luis Robert Jr. He's another guy that the Dodgers are looking at. You look at what Roberts Jr. He showcased talent 2023. He was named the American League All-Star, Silver Slugger. So very similar to what Taillon has done. He had a career high 38 home runs and 80 RBIs, and that's playing. That was playing for the Sox. So those are the options they're looking at it. But if you go to the Dodgers Digest quote of the day, well, let's get into the quote of the day, and it goes to Ken Rosenthal today. And here's what Ken Rosenthal. I mean, he flip-flops a lot too as well. So do most baseball commentators. But what Ken says is he still expects the Dodgers to sign Teo. This is seemingly the dance that two sides are going through. And I don't think that the two sides should have to go through this dance, which is the crazy thing about it. I mean, the money doesn't seem crazy. The 3 years doesn't seem crazy. It's taking much longer than it should. And that's what Ken Rosenthal says too, as well. Teoscar wants to be back and the Dodgers want him back. And so do the fans. I mean, thousands and thousands of messages over the months that we've been doing this show and all saying the same thing. Teoscar needs to be back as a Dodger. The fans want him back. He wants to be back, and the team wants him back. Not exactly sure what the problem is, and that's Ken Rosenthal, MLB, with the talk on that one. And what is the holdup on this whole thing? Well, obviously, it looks like now during Christmas, they're not going to do anything. Right now, we're not going to hear any answers on that. But I firmly believe, and just like I said it on the Walker Buehler thing, I'm going to say it again. If Teoscar Hernandez is not a Dodger, I will drink coffee out of my stinky shoe like I'm going to do because Buehler signed with Boston. So I'm a man of my word. You're going to give me a few days to get home because I got to drive all the way from Idaho, all the way back to where I'm going. And then when I get home, I will, on Dodgers Digest, pour some coffee in one of my stinky shoes, and I will drink it to prove to you guys that I'm a man of my word. And to see all the messages saying the exact same thing, I can't wait to see Brad J drinking coffee out of his shoe. Oh, Brad was wrong. He's drinking coffee out of his shoe. It's like, you guys, I don't think you know me well. I will do what I say I'm going to do. And I firmly believe that Buehler was going to stay on with the Dodgers. He's not. And when I get home, I will drink coffee out of my shoe and prove it. And I still we'll do it again a second time if Teo is not on the Dodgers because I say Teo will be a Dodger no matter what. Let's get through the Christmas holidays. Let's get through everything. And then let's sign Teo and let's start focusing on the future. Hey, that's going to do it, Dodgers Digest. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications, man. You don't want to miss another show. You don't want to miss me drinking coffee out of a stinky shoe, right? All right, that's going to do it. Dodgers Digest, I'm Brad J. And always remember to think blue.